Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Naresh Mago. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch several development projects worth nearly 11,600 crore rupees at Guwahati in Assam today. Goal of Viksit Bharat can only be achieved if all states are developed, asserts Prime Minister. DGGI detects fake input tax credit cases involving 18,000 crore rupees between April and December last year, makes 98 arrests. IMD says northwest India likely to face fresh western disturbance till tomorrow, bringing rain and snowfall in the region. Sports Ministry suspends Paralympic Committee of India over delay in conducting elections. And in tennis, India take 2-0 lead over Pakistan in first round matches of Davis Cup. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone and inaugurate several development projects worth nearly 11,600 crore rupees at Guwahati in Assam today. The Prime Minister reached Guwahati last evening on a two-day visit to the northeastern state. Mr. Modi held a meeting of the core committee of the BJP in Assam last night. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address a huge public meeting at 11:30 a.m. in Guwahati today. During the event, he will virtually inaugurate and lay foundation stones of various developmental projects worth Rs 11,599 crore for the state. The Prime Minister will lay the foundation stones for the Kamakha Temple Corridor, 1 6-lane road from the new airport terminal in Guwahati, upgradation of Nehru Stadium to FIFA standards, a new sport complex in Chandrapur, and double laning of 43 roads and 38 concrete bridges. Besides, Mr. Modi will lay the foundation stones for an integrated new building of Guwahati Medical College and Hospital and a new medical college at Rathabari in Karimganj district and a Unity Mall in Guwahati. Prime Minister Modi will also inaugurate the newly constructed 4-lane road from Bishwanath Chariali to Gohapur and another 4-lane road from Dolabari to Jamuguri. Aminul Juddar, Akashvani News, Guwahati.
Prime Minister Modi launched development projects worth over 68,000 crore rupees at Sambalpur in Odisha yesterday. The works include several power, roads and railways infrastructure projects, including the 402 crore rupee permanent campus of Indian Institute of Management in Sambalpur. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister said the goal of a Viksit Bharat can only be achieved if all states are developed. Highlighting the efforts of the central government in the last 10 years, the Prime Minister mentioned Odisha's petroleum and petrochemical sector witnessing investments worth about 1.25 lakh crore rupees, the state's railway budget getting a boost of more than 12 times, the construction of 50,000 kilometers of roads in the state's rural areas under PM Gram Sadak Yojana and 4,000 kilometers of national highways. He said the people of Odisha will reap the benefits of development projects unveiled yesterday.
ओडिशा में बड़ी संख्या में हमारा आदिवासी समाज रहता है। अपने आदिवासी भाई बहनों के बीच दशकों तक काम किया है। मैं उनके सुख दुख से परिचित हूं, इसलिए आज हमारी सरकार आदिवासी कल्याण को भी सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता देती है। बीते 10 वर्षों में जनजातीय कल्याण के लिए बजट को हमने कई गुना बढ़ाया है।
Home Minister Amit Shah will address the valedictory ceremony of the Commonwealth Legal Education Association, Commonwealth Attorneys and Solicitors General's Conference in New Delhi today. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the conference yesterday. Addressing the conference, Prime Minister Modi had said that 21st century challenges cannot be fought with a 20th century approach, but there is a need to rethink, reimagine and reform. The theme of the conference is cross-border challenges in justice delivery. The Directorate General of GST Intelligence DGGI has detected 1,700 fraudulent input tax credit cases involving 18,000 crore rupees in the current financial year till December 2023. It has arrested 98 fraudsters and masterminds in this connection. The Ministry of Finance in a statement said that the DGGI has laid special emphasis on identifying and apprehending the masterminds of fake input tax credit ITC and disrupting syndicates operating across the country. The DGGI has unraveled cases using data analysis aided by advanced technical tools which led to the arrest of tax evaders. The Enforcement Directorate ED approached the Rouse Avenue Court yesterday to file a complaint against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for not complying with the summons issued by the agency in the money laundering case related to the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam. The court heard some submissions yesterday, and the remaining submissions and consideration will be heard by the court on the 7th of this month. So far, the ED has issued 5 summons to Kejriwal in the case over the last 4 months. However, the Chief Minister has skipped all the summons, claiming that they are illegal. Meanwhile, the BJP has hit out at Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal over his allegations against the party of trying to lure the AAP MLAs. Addressing the media in New Delhi, BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla accused Mr. Kejriwal of running away when the Delhi police arrived at his residence for evidence. He said Mr. Kejriwal should have submitted the evidence to the Delhi police or other agency to prove his charges, but he did not do anything. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Light to moderate rain is being observed at various places in North India, including Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan since late night. The India Meteorological Department IMD has said a fresh western disturbance seen as a trough in middle tropospheric westerlies is likely to affect northwest India till tomorrow. Talking to Akashvani News, IMD scientist Dr. R.K. Janamani said that the region is witnessing weather changes due to a fresh western disturbance.
The latest is that the Delhi is receiving very light rainfall oblique drizzle. The western disturbance is very active and moving across northwest India. IMD has issued also orange color warning from this active WD for the Himalayan region, especially Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand for today. And weather will improve tomorrow onward for the hill area. Also for the plain area covering Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. Rain and thunderstorm likely to occur today. There is likely also gusty wind in the region and a hailstorm in the isolated places, mainly over Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana.
Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI leader Shah Mahmood Qureshi has been disqualified for 5 years by the Election Commission of Pakistan (ECP). The disqualification comes ahead of the general elections scheduled to take place on the 8th of this month. The PTI is contesting the polls despite a state crackdown and without its famous electoral symbol, the bat. According to an official order of the ECP, the former foreign minister has been disqualified as a result of the special court's decision sentencing former Pakistan Prime Minister and PTI chief Imran Khan and party leader Qureshi to 10 years in prison in the cipher case. The cipher issue involves a diplomatic document that the cricketer turned politician is accused of failing to return, according to the Federal Investigation Agency's charge sheet. Imran Khan and Shah Mahmood Qureshi have been on trial at Adiala jail in Rawalpindi since last year, distorting the facts of the diplomatic cipher case. Meanwhile, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has announced that it will move the High Court against the trial court's verdict that sentenced party chief Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi to 7 years in jail in the un-Islamic nikah case. This is Imran Khan's 4th conviction since 2022 and adds to the troubles of the beleaguered PTI chief ahead of the general elections later this month. The United States and the United Kingdom have launched air and surface strikes, which also included fighter jets, against Houthi sites in Yemen yesterday. Overall, 30 targets were hit in at least 10 different sites. The targets include command and control, an underground weapon storage site, and weaponry used by the Houthis to strike international trade channels. The strikes on Houthis in Yemen come a day after the U.S. carried out strikes in Syria and Iraq on Iranian-linked militia positions there. Meanwhile, earlier today, the U.S. intercepted 6 Houthi anti-ship cruise missiles before they could be launched into the Red Sea, according to U.S. Central Command. World Cancer Day is being observed today to raise awareness about the disease, its prevention, and importance of early detection. The day aims to save millions of preventable deaths each year through education, raising awareness, and pressing governments and individuals across the world to take action against the deadly disease. Cancer is a major contributor to global mortality, causing about 1 in every 6 deaths and affecting nearly every household. In 2020, breast cancer was the most prevalent cancer globally, while lung cancer led to the highest number of deaths. Talking to Akashvani News, former head of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at AIIMS, Delhi, Dr. Neerja Bhatla, emphasized the need to ensure regular checkups for early detection of breast and cervical cancer. She also talked about the efficacy of the indigenously produced vaccine Cervavac for the treatment of cervical cancer.
World Cancer Day on 4th February is a very special day for us because it marks an opportunity to pause and reflect on where we are with this serious disease which is preventable. In India, it is breast cancer which is number one among women. And this is also sad because it can be detected by many methods. Cervical cancer comes next because it can be detected in a long precancerous phase which can be treated and the cancer never comes, or the mortality need not come. But presently we have almost 123,000 new cases a year, more than 80,000 deaths a year, which is alarming and need to be tackled.
The Sports Ministry has suspended the Paralympic Committee of India (PCI) with immediate effect for failing to conduct elections on time and non-compliance with guidelines. The ministry's decisive move comes in response to PCI's failure to organize elections for its new executive committee within the stipulated time frame, thereby breaching both its charter and the National Sports Code. In its suspension order, the Sports Ministry yesterday pointed out that the Executive Committee of PCI ended on the 31st of last month. It said the last elections of PCI were held in September 2019 due to an order passed by the Delhi High Court staying the notification of election dated 3rd September 2019, and the returning officer was also restrained from declaring the result of the elections. The ministry further said that the upcoming elections to form a new committee will be held on the 28th of this month in Bengaluru. Continuing with sports news, in tennis, the Indian team got off to a flying start at the Davis Cup World Group 1 playoffs tie, securing a 2-0 lead over Pakistan in the singles matches of the first round at Islamabad yesterday. On the opening day of the Group 1 playoff first round tie, Ramkumar Ramanathan sealed a 6-7, 7-6, 6-0 win over Pakistan's Assam ul Haq Qureshi, while Sriram Balaji produced a flawless victory in straight sets, 7-5, 6-3 against Akil Khan. The doubles and reverse singles of the Davis Cup will be played today. In cricket, India will resume their second innings at the overnight score of 28 for no loss against England on the third day of the second test at Visakhapatnam this morning. The men in blue took a 171-run lead on day 2 yesterday. Rohit Sharma on 13 and Yashasvi Jaiswal on 15 were at the crease when the stumps were drawn. Earlier in the day, India bowled out England for 253 in their first innings. Star pacer Jasprit Bumrah picked 6 wickets for India, becoming the fastest Indian pacer to achieve a historic feat of 150 test wickets. England are leading the 5-match series 1-0 after defeating host India by 28 runs in the first match in Hyderabad. In wrestling, 2023 Asian Games bronze medalist Sunil Kumar defeated Manoj Kumar 9-1 to claim the 87-kilogram category crown in the Greco-Roman competitions on the opening day of the National Wrestling Championship in Jaipur yesterday. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Naresh. Most newspapers have covered the story of Bharat Ratna for BJP veteran L.K. Advani. Bharat Ratna for Advani, PM says it is an emotional moment, reports the Asian Age. Anti-Corruption Bureau claims 65,000 ghost patients in Delhi Mohalla clinic, says Sunday Pioneer. Paytm merchants migrate to rivals, bank users move accounts, reports the Economic Times. A headline in The Hindu says, ED complaint against Kejriwal in excise case, police serve notice over poaching allegations. BJP says CM's bribery allegations baseless, writes the Tribune. Imran wife get 7-year jail for unlawful marriage, says Sunday Times. And finally, Flow Pilot, the Indian autonomous driver assistance system, hits the road. Flow Pilot can be operated with a laptop or a mobile phone, and about 2,000 volunteers are testing it across the world, writes the Economic Times. And with that, it's back to you, Naresh.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch several development projects worth nearly 11,600 crore rupees at Guwahati in Assam today. Goal of Viksit Bharat can only be achieved if all states are developed, asserts Prime Minister. DGGI detects fake input tax credit cases involving 18,000 crore rupees between April and December last year, makes 98 arrests. IMD says northwest India likely to face fresh western disturbance till tomorrow, bringing rain and snowfall in the region. Sports Ministry suspends Paralympic Committee of India over delay in conducting elections. And in tennis, India take 2-0 lead over Pakistan in first round matches of Davis Cup. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.